Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your co-pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue to discover more of interesting Chinese expressions. And last time we talked about the Chinese image of fairy, old wise man, basically, not a Tinkerbell, and our fairyland or paradise, not a Disneyland looking commercialized place, but it's self-sustained, peaceful society that people can feed themselves, defend, like no need to defend themselves, like no invader or whatever. So that's the type of paradise image we talk about. And 犹如 is as if it's a paradise land. Okay, so today we have big concepts and long expression is not a magic force anymore. Total 16 characters pieced together, but many repetitions. I will break it down for you. 山不在高，有仙则名；水不在深，有龙则灵。Okay, so here it's the same structure. 不在. So it's not about. Okay, so it doesn't matter, basically. Say height. It doesn't, for a mountain, it doesn't matter how high it is. If there is deity or immortals, you know, this person living in a mountain, that's our immortal. If you have immortals residing in this mountain, regardless of how high the mountain is, it's going to be well known. Okay, so I guess Chinese societies, they are immortal seeking. They want to get close to immortals. They want to become immortal. So this is, you know, 名 is well known. And 水不在深. The water doesn't mean that your tap water. Okay, here is a pond or lake, a gathering of water. So that water is not about how deep it goes. Okay, so 山 was measured by the height. Water is measured by the depth, right? So it's based on human measurement, which is human only on the ground level. So above ground, below ground, so it doesn't matter the depth either way. That dragons live in the water, right? Dragon is a legendary animal, but for Chinese, we'll almost want to use that image as a living thing, like existing thing. Like, yeah, if you have a dragon live in that water, doesn't matter how deep it goes. And 则灵 is a concept that's a little bit tough to explain. I translate it as Reiki because that's the concept that Westerners, English speakers know about. So that is a healing with your hand. So I experienced the Reiki myself in my lifetime. I have some stuffy nose problem. I don't know the exact term for that, but for occasionally I couldn't breathe, like my airflow channel were stuffed. I have inflation or puffy something was dropping in to my air channel. So my grandma used this Reiki power that she has, that she practiced for many years. Just put her heated hand or palm over my face and asked me, like, use my mental power as well to receive the energy and to think about healing. Like, just use my mind to order my body to heal, and happened. Like, just after a few sessions, never again appeared in my life. My nose are forever working for me. So that's the kind of Reiki English speakers know about. It's the type of healing power. It's almost like organic healing, right? It doesn't take medicine. It takes, well, if you watch martial arts film, or imagine martial arts actually. People can fly, can kind of a hidden crouching tiger, hidden dragon type of martial arts. It's kind of imagined, like people, over there almost like get a superpower. They can fly over the roofs, right? They can really do some stunning stunts in there. So in that movie, I think it was depicted a little bit of between two martial artists, between humans, two persons. One is healing the other just by Reiki, passing that energy or frequency from one person to another, and the other person probably too have to think about heal, like mentally, order your body, give your body a message to heal. So that part is still, in the pop culture and in the consciousness of Chinese people. Like, you can heal, your body can heal in a variety of ways. And this Ling actually is not about just healing. It's a type of a supernatural power, because dragon is a legendary animal that got superpower. A lot of times dragon in China is not fire spitting an evil figure. Okay, it's a good animal that ride on a cloud and sprinkle us with water. So water is super important. Water control, super important for a farming society, right? So you want to have the right amount of water at the right time. And it's imagined as like a dragon has that power, has that control of water. But some dragons, they don't, travel on top of cloud. They live in a lake or deep pond thing. So they're kind of like a water snake, I guess, in that image. And if you have that whole water becomes like a supernatural place. And I guess this sense is not like fear. It's not viewed as a monster. It's actually viewed as a spiritual animal that you can, get some of that Reiki energy. It may be healing, or it may be just a blessing to you, to the locals, right? So this poem was used, this 8 characters were used, shan and shui, so mountains and waters, in terms of their dimensions, the height and the depths. And then we have this fairy, the old wise man, Chinese fairy looking, immortals. And with that, the mountains will be known. And with dragons, the waters will be, empowered, got a special energy. So the whole concept is this natural environment, mountains or waters, got blessed with this supernatural power because either a fairy lives in it or a dragon lives in it. So I picked the English word numinous. I'm not sure if that word was used ever. I never heard it unspoken English here, but that means a supernatural, something with a supernatural quality. So here on the right side, I used the image of mountain with steps on top of the mountain, as kind of not exactly fairy, but that's for visual effect of some sort of immortal being residing inside this mountain. And then the mountain oftentimes is surrounded like wrapped in cloud or fog to make it even harder to see clearly the full sunlit mountain, but it makes it almost like has this power, supernatural energy floating around the mountain. So that's the kind of aesthetics of Chinese, of what makes a place special. You have fairies, immortals, or dragons. All right, cash into the currency of thinking by just one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.